Alright, I think I'm gonna use that as like a intro. So I had a dream. It's November 12th, and I'm gonna terribly show you by my doodles. I don't know where to get them though. Give me a second. Crap. I wasn't ready. No, there should be like another page or something. Here it is. Alright, so here's the dream. Right. Hold on. Jeez. So, how it started was in the dream, I was in a library, right? And we're just going to forget about everything else. So, we're at the library, right? And I'm looking at my backpack, I'm finding my cables, I need to charge my laptop, my phone, and my headphones, because those are those are a thing. That's crazy. And, well, I needed them charged. Headphones. So then I was like, okay, cool. Let's move on to that. Then next scene is the two girls talking. This girl right here, blah 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 blah, is talking about how she cooked for her friend, and I think Sam or something like that. And his wife was really jealous of him, jealous of her, because the oxtails were just falling off the bone, and she wanted to learn how to cook like her, and her man could not shut up for ever. So she was jealous of her, and she didn't want her to cook for him anymore. And they were talking about, oh my gosh, pop off. It was like steal her man's, like, type shit. So then we moved on to I found the cable for everything. That's about it. That's all that happened. I'm trying to do this as cohesive as possible. My days. Okay, everything starts becoming a blur. What the heck's going on? Oh, I drew on it. So then the next part of the phase, this phase 2, by the way, I'm on a boat. And on this boat, we go to an island. I wish I could take that back. Hold on. Undo. Okay. We're just going to have to deal with it. So I'm on an island. Basically like Pokemon training. I have to beat the crap out of these little animal things so I could up my XP, up my strength. And they drop loot. So like weapons, food, etc. So I didn't need the food to survive, but it's nice. It's like a delicacy you can sell for food, because there's an area where people literally make food for all the people who are on the island, beating the animals up. So there's that middle phase. It's kind of like Sword Art Online, where the middle center of every single level is safe, but then once you go out, it's like you're on your own kind of vibe. So then there was this cave. I'm not sure where I found it, but we'll call it Le Cave. And then there was this guy named Andrew, who just happened to make a shop like right next to the cave, like literally right next to the cave. And we're gonna ignore that. Hold on. He's right there. That's Andrew. This is a shotgun. I didn't get a shotgun when I beat up a bunch of animals. All I got was rocks, pebbles, maybe a stick. And then this right here in his hand is a guide. A guide for the whole island, essentially. It was an island. This is like a certain level of the island. So this is where I'm at. And then Andrew was nice enough. I was like, dude, I need some help. I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, all right, bet. Here you go, a shotgun. I'm like, what the fuck? How many of these do you have? He's like, not enough. He said too many, actually. I needed to get it off his hands. And then bam, I went into the scary cave from above, or if you remember that. And then bam, this is a bear. This is a bear that's bigger than me. Look at it. Rawr. It's like 12-foot Chad, 5'6" short god, right? Like what the am I doing? Right. I have a shotgun though, so that makes me 12 foot. Evens the playing field a little bit. But this guy charged at me 3 times, threw me to the ground. Me almost blech, right? Ech. But I survived with this is my health bar, like this much. That was my health. And I managed to freaking get it. Look at it. Look at it. And then I got like strength. I got more life. I got way more XP. That was nice. And then my strength went through the roof because I had a shotgun. And I leveled up in accuracy or some shit. I don't remember, but this is like the funniest part to me of my whole dream. I'm gonna explain every single part of this. So, this is so diff. I need a better program. If anyone knows any ideas, thanks. So, this is me coming out of the cave. I looked like really derpy, so I just put a taco hat on myself. I thought that would make me less derpy. And then I went to the pub, right? Because there was a pub there, and I had a bunch of friends. So, me and my friends, I told them all about the pear, how I got thrown, how I almost died, and they're like, ha ha ha. We all laughed. You know, I mean, it's life, right? You live and you die. So then I went to this back room. I don't know which happened first, right? I don't know if this happened first or another thing happened first. But okay, this happened first. So I walked behind the door, and there was this woman. There was like obviously people walking with her, but she had she had a nice one. This is where I don't get what happened. She grabbed a squeegee from where I don't know, put it right there where her pants is. That's her pants. You can't see anything, right? But that's her fatty. You put it right there. That's the squeegee. That's where she put it on her clothes. She pulled her pants up with the squeegee, held it there, and then walked. And then it jiggled. And then I got, and then I, monkey see, monkey do. I had like two people behind me, which is going to explain this. And then I did the same thing, and we all started laughing. But I looked down on my phone, which is rare. I don't really look at phones in dreams, but it said Sam's mom with like kind of like a woman there. That's pretty much better. A woman looking at it. And then bam, we over here. And then the woman right there appeared. Right, we're gonna try to mimic her. And then her friend appeared with like curly hair. I remember that. She had black hair, black lipstick. She just had curly hair. That's all I really remember. And then we kind of ha 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 ha. We laughed about it, and then we moved on with our life. And then this is where the last part of the dream where I remember the last thing. So as we were walking, I'm gonna actually dedicate a whole space to this. As we were walking, everything's the space. There was this chicken, and you're like, oh, okay, it's a chicken. Why do you care so much about a chicken? Dude, this chicken looked like this. Right? Block, block. It's a normal chicken. Ha ha ha. I don't know why I gave it a duck thing. But then the back of it, and it looked lumpy. And then it had a tail. And you're thinking, how is that a chicken? Well, it had wings. This is what it looked like. It was weird. It was a little chicken. I have not given him a name. I don't think he's gonna be amazing. I don't think he's gonna be like a character that stays long. But if he appears again, I'm giving him a name. That's for sure. But this is the weird chicken thing that I saw at the end of my dream, and then that was the entire dream. I don't know how I didn't wake up to this. I laughed so hard in the dream. I'm surprised I didn't wake up. But yeah, and then I woke up and I rose from bed to draw this for you guys. Thanks.